Good day, virtual cyclists. This is Chris Schwenker from the ZOMbeez. Well, I had mentioned last week that I was really stoked about the UCI Cycling Esports World Championships. And I must say, both races did not disappoint. The champions of both the men's and the women's race are deserving, and all of the athletes that raced to represent their countries did so in a classy and admirable way. I must say it was a real highlight, and it really highlighted virtual cycling. And it came at a time when, of course, there's a lot of negativity in our world. The state of affairs is really it's upsetting, and it's scary in a lot of ways. And the virtual cycling world has also recently gone through some controversy, and it kind of really makes you wonder, because I've been approached by a number of people saying, how come you don't write about what's going on? And I'm not going to go into details. If you're a member of the virtual cycling community, then you know what's going on. And the only thing that I have to say is that it seems to have been a negative way to try to make a positive change. And with the ZOMbeez and the other things that I'm doing, I'm certainly no stranger or adverse to controversy. In fact, that's the reason why I went on my own, so that I had the opportunity to speak my mind. And if it was something that I thought needed change, then I would work to do it. The pen is mightier than the sword type of thing. But I've always held true to the fact that I love virtual cycling. I love Zwift. Zwift gets a lot of criticism, and a lot of it's undue criticism. And I've tried really hard to be multi-platform with the ZOMbeez, because if all the platforms excel and succeed, then virtual cycling is going to succeed, and that's where my motivation lies. So that being said, this week is actually, I shouldn't say this week. This month, there's something very unique and profound going on. It's being led by a community member, and I actually wrote about him. His name is Andy Shuttleworth. He's a veteran, an injured veteran who, because of his injuries, no longer is able to ride an upright bike. And based upon the article that I wrote, and his passion and my passion for adaptive athletes and representation, and the article that I was fortunate enough to have published in the Cycling News, and the reason why I pushed to have it published there, as I mentioned, is because I wanted to raise awareness. And he's just taken the opportunity to spearhead what he calls Adaptive Athlete Advocacy Month, or AAM. And he's going to he has a number of things that he'd like members of the community to do to show their support. And I'm going to be posting an announcement, and he's also posted on a number of different social media channels. So like I said, there are ways to go about things, and I'm always on the side of doing things in a positive way to make a change. I think that's the only real way to make it stick, and that's the only real way that I'll ever do it. I also have a couple other pieces of content that we're going to get out there this week. We got an interview with Teppo Lorio, which is, if you don't know Teppo, he's a tremendous personality of esports. He animates races, but he's also very animated and interesting in himself. And that's one of the things that's going to make esports great. And one of the reasons why I do these interviews is because we really need to put a face to the avatar. And Teppo has a personality, and it's infectious. And this stuff that he shared is also really interesting. So you'll enjoy that. And then I have a couple other articles, kind of along the lines of the themes that I've written about previously on the mental aspect of sports, and also some other community-related things. So I really appreciate the support, and my heart and support goes out to all the families that are affected negatively with the state of affairs in our world right now. And I appreciate the support, and I also appreciate the support of the Dirt Dad Fund, dirtdadfund.com. Thank you.